Hello girls, today I want to show you how to do this makeup look that is inspired by Nina Park's style. I feel like her style is super trendy right now. If you're new to my channel, hey, it's 𝙿𝚃𝙾𝙳𝚃. I am a Chinese American girl that loves beauty, makeup, and fashion. So if you like Asian makeup or Asian fashion, we'll probably have a lot in common. Park's style really focuses on emphasizing your natural traits and making you look like the best version of yourself. Her style definitely leans more Western in my opinion, so I adapted it a little bit to suit my personal preferences. This is my interpretation of it, and I can't wait to show you how I did this. We're gonna start with color correcting. This one also has FPS 50, which is nice because I haven't put on sunscreen today. And I'm just gonna tap in the layer of primer with my damp beauty sponge. Since today's look is pretty warm tone, I'm going to go in with this foundation that leans more warm toned. And now we blend in the foundation. And I like to blend it into my neck a little bit just to smooth out my neck. And at this stage, it's worth it to spend a little bit of extra time with blending in the area underneath your eyes as well as around your nostrils. The logic with doing the fake freckles early on is that as you add things on top of it like blush, it becomes more natural looking. I know that fake freckles were trendy a while back, and I want to make a disclaimer that I have always thought freckles were cute. My first crush in second grade was a ginger boy named Aaron. That's how you know I'm a real freckle lover. We're gonna try this mauve shade. And to be more precise with my application, I'm going to apply the product to my hands first and just placing that on the outer perimeter of my cheek, going slightly diagonally upwards. I'm still going to put some on my chin and also on my nose bridge to create that kind of sunburnt nose effect. And this matches with our freckles really well. I'm even going to put some on my eyelids as a base color. We'll switch to my blush brush. Start with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. I'm just going to define the regions where I want more color, overlining a little bit on the top part of my lip. I do like to overline my bottom lip because my bottom lip is naturally a little fuller than my top lip, so overlining my bottom lip creates a better sense of balance between the two. And now I'm going to use this lip tint. Finally, we're going to top it with something moisturizing because I can't do matte lips while I'm on Accutane. It's just way too dry. I'm just gonna apply it to the center. Today we're going to try out this palette that 𝙿𝚃𝙾𝙳𝚃 sent me. We're going to start with a base shade to just lay down a foundation for our eyelids. And this also helps to set the liquid blush that we placed there earlier. And we're going to add that shade to our lower eyelid as well. Now we're going to go in with a darker shade. I'm going to try this one first and just sort of stamping that along our lash line. And for today's look, I want my eyes to be a little more upturned, so we're going to go for a cat style eyeliner. I actually don't think this color is very dark, so I'm going to use the color to deepen my eyelid by applying it to my inner corner beneath the eyelid crease. Take the darkest color in this palette, go in and line our lash line again. And I'm also going to add it to my outer bottom triangle. I'm going to curl my eyelashes before I tightline. And I'm also going to create the tail of my eyeliner. Okay, and I'm also going to add my 𝙿𝚃𝙾𝙳𝚃. We're not going to do a very wide 𝙿𝚃𝙾𝙳𝚃 today, but I will make it pretty long because I want to elongate my eyes for that foxy effect. I'm going to curl my eyelashes again with this heated eyelash curler before applying a coat of mascara and then false eyelashes. For the last lash, if you place it above your lash line instead of below like the other ones, it can create a lifting effect. I'm going to go and darken my eyeliner a little bit since adding the lashes has kind of made the eyeliner too light. And to deepen my outer triangle a little bit more, I'm going to use the lip crayon that we used earlier. Let's curl our bottom lashes and do a layer of mascara on them. And I'm just going to go back and darken my 𝙿𝚻𝚾𝙾 slightly since I feel like it got kind of lost in sauce. And this time I'm just going to focus on the outer edge. Today I'm going to be using a warmer toned brown than the usual grayish color. For this style, I actually think that a little bit of an arch is more suitable. The point where you make the arch, I feel like looks best when it's along your facial folds. Add a little bit of brown mascara just to the fronts. Brush out the excess onto the tail ends of the eyebrow. Now let's add some contour. I'm going to start with this cool toned one and do a standard contour, and then later on I'm going to add this warm toned bronzer because I want that sort of bronzy sun-kissed effect. I'm just doing my usual contour placement here. You see how this line here is still quite noticeable? I'm going to take my sponge and dab along the line to smooth it out. And now let's add the bronzer. And I'm going to add some to the bridge of my nose as well. Now let's do the nose contour. I'm going to do pretty much my usual contour, which focuses on the tip of my nose, but I'm going to bring it a little more up into my bridge today. I'm going to go over my nose contour with powder contour to deepen it. Start with the lighter shade. And then we can also use it to enhance our facial contour. I'm also going to use this matte highlighting color underneath my eye area to brighten it up, and a little bit on my nasolabial fold and the bottom corner of my mouth, as well as in between my eyebrows. I want to deepen my blush a little bit, so I'm going to use the Black Honey blush from Clinique on the outer part of my cheekbone, and I'll blend it into my temples, put a little bit more on my nose bridge. And finally, we're going to add some highlight. I'm going to highlight the inner double C's of my eyes. I'm going to use this glitter color from the eyeshadow palette on the 𝙿𝚻𝚾𝙾 since it's a bit more nudie toned. I'm going to use a glitter from another palette. I'm going to try this one. This one's pretty chunky. Hopefully you can see that. It's really pretty in person. It's very bling bling. Let's set our face before adding some final details. And just fluffing out the excess onto the outer perimeter of the face. Now we can add some highlight to the cheekbone, as well as the nose. Since our freckles kind of disappeared in the process, we're going to go back in with the freckle pen. I'm gonna go do my hair and then come back to show you the finished result. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this tutorial, please let me know by leaving a like and a comment. If there are any makeup styles that you'd like me to try out, I'm always open to suggestions. And as always, thank you so much for watching.